Hey, what's up everyone? This is Mark, and today we're going to talk about the pronouns that they use for ladyboys here in Thailand. Obviously transgender women and pronouns are a big thing in the news, big social movement, and I thought I'd do a video about how they navigate that landscape here in the country of the third gender. I've been in Thailand 17 years. I speak, read and write fluent Thai, so this might be an interesting video. To talk about it, I'm going to get on my EUC, go to a coffee shop, grab a coffee, and talk about the language here in Thailand for the ladyboys or the transgender women. So, just a quick side note about the word ladyboy. It's the word that people have sort of stuck with and kind of for a long period of time. A lot of the transgender community abroad don't like the word. In Thai we use the word gathoi. Gathoi means transgender woman or transgender or the third gender, but it's a little bit broader in meaning, and the Thai language is a little bit more sort of flexible, and it's not as rigid as the English language. For the purposes of this video, I'm probably going to stick with the word transgender woman, but I've called it ladyboy in the title because I think that's kind of the word that people sort of think of when they think of transgender women here in Thailand. So this coffee shop I'm going to is really close to my house. I feel bad not walking it. It's just there's no pavement, there's no sidewalk here, and it's not the best to walk on, so I'm bringing my EUC. Anyway, the coffee shop I'm going to is called Hatake, so it's like a Japanese name, and it's like the decor, the decorations, sort of like Thai come Japanese. It's a pretty cool spot. All right, coffee o'clock. Okay, how's it all work? The Thai language and the English language are complete opposites in this, and the Thai language is much more streamlined to have no one offended, no one get politically charged up when it comes to pronouns and transgender people. So, how's it work? Well, in English, I have to rely on other people to call me by the pronoun that I want to be called by. I'm like, hey, this is he and him. And you'll see it, you know, for 90+% of the population, it's not a problem, but for the transgender community, it can be a problem. Some people say, hey, no, I'm she and her, and you'll see it on their Instagram profiles. They'll put their preferred pronouns. Some people put their preferred pronouns there just as a political statement rather than there actually ever being any confusion. But in Thai, it works like this. He, she, him, her. There's just one word, khao. Subject, object, male, female, liquid, not liquid, fluid, that's the word, gender, just one word, khao. It's the third person, that person there, khao. So it's beautiful. You never have to rely on other people to call you by the thing that you want to be called by. But there is gender specificity in the language when you refer to yourself. So as a male speaker, the word for I is pom, and a female speaker is chan. Now I'm oversimplifying this, that it does get a bit more complex. Some men can use the word chan. It gets a bit more complex, but I'm, you know, for the purposes of this video, pom, chan. And at the end of my sentence, I'll use the word krap, and a woman would use the word ka. So I might say pom, mai pai krap, which means I'm not going. Mai pai means to not go. Pom, mai pai krap. Whereas a transgender woman wouldn't use those. She would use the words that a female would use, and she would just say chan mai pai ka. Boom, problem solved. So the language is much more streamlined for there not to be any problems with the language. Now on top of that, just a side note, the word boyfriend and girlfriend in Thai is actually the same word, fan. So I guess you could translate that more accurately to mean partner, but it's just the word fan. So there you go, problem solved. The Thai, I'm not saying they don't have any struggles over here when it comes to marriage and other rights and whatnot, but when it comes to the language, Thais, the country of the third gender, has got it waxed. Anyway, have a good day everyone. If you like my content, please give it a like, share, subscribe, all that goodness. I'll see you next time.